And joining me now is Scott Rouse. He is a behavior analyst and body language expert who has trained alongside the FBI. We've had him on several times for several different stories. I thought of you for this story, Scott, because there are a lot of people who, are pretty skeptical, lots of believers and lots of skeptics. So I wanted you to sort of weigh in with your expertise on what you see on the tape. Does anything stand out?
Well, the thing in a situation like this, what you look for first are things that are missing. And for me, I'm not seeing a few things here. I'm not seeing horror, the expressions of terror. I'm not seeing a lot of stress. I know it's a lot of time has passed since the event happened. I'm not sure how much time, maybe an hour or something like that, but there should still be a lot of pointing. Come look at this. It happened over here. Only one person points and he's telling where it happened behind their house or whatever. He doesn't say, come over here. It was over here. They're not showing where any of this happened. They're not begging the police, the officers to come in there and take a look at this. So what's missing is the stress and the terror from there being an alien or a monster in the backyard,
okay,
which normally you'd see a lot of stress from that.
Sounds fair. I want to show a quick clip of the video that was taken of the family, and I'm going to ask you about it on the other side. Take a peek.
Okay.
¡Ay! ¡Permisar! Calmunarela, me canceles var eso. Cáelo, cherro, que chile. Cáelo, cherro.
Okay. I am not fluent in Spanish, but that sounds like a nervous mom to me. What's your take?
That would be a nervous mom. If she's been told there's a monster in the backyard, of course, she's going to be there to make sure everything's okay with her husband or children. So that makes complete sense. But we're not seeing anything, which, apparently they didn't get it on camera. But her reaction sounds normal to me. That's about what you would expect.
What about the body language of everybody? I mean, you can sort of see them all congregated in front of the camera, and the camera's not perfect, right? Which I always am curious about. When someone doesn't intend to have perfect shots for the whole internet to consume, this is sort of what it looks like.
Yeah. Another thing that's interesting is the way they're if you look at that, the way they're just standing around with their arms crossed. Having crossed arms doesn't really mean anything. Doesn't mean you're not into what someone's saying, you're turned off to the situation or anything. A lot of people think that, but most of the time it means absolutely nothing. But in this case, there's no pointing. There's no look over here. And the dad is all of a sudden in his pajamas. So I don't know how much time.
Well, it was around midnight, 1 a.m. That I fully expected that was going to be the situation. Midnight, 1 a.m. But can you just give me 10 seconds, because you know this topic so well. The internet can be pretty darn nasty in the best of times, but when it comes to aliens and conspiracies, etc., this is a teenager who's devastated. Is it worse than what it is typically?
This is about what they look like when it's not true, but at the same time, it could be true. Supposedly, this kid has other video of the thing walking around the yard, so we'll see. But right now it looks a little bit iffy because of the things that are missing from all of their behavior. But you never know in cases like this.
Let me tell you, hasn't shared that video. That would be that would kind of be the answer to it all. Sort of now with AI, et cetera, as well. Scott Rouse, thanks so much. Good to have you on. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.